Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Thespian Thursdays. Could you not wait to get to Thespian Thursdays today? I could not wait. It's me, Cynthia Mallard, always riding with you every single week. I see all y'all out there. Thanks for tapping in, okay? Listen, be sure you're watching me right now. Go ahead. Every week you're watching. Go ahead and subscribe so you get all of my new content, new tutorials, new tips. You kind of let me know, hey, you're on this journey, right? With me too, right? So you've experienced the blunders, you're experiencing the joys, the highs, right? And you're experiencing the lows, So we won't talk about those right now. So but yeah, again, good to see all of you guys. This is Thespian Thursdays, and just come to you live, right? Just with some amazing experience that I have had, and an experience that you guys have had, right? That you relate to me. It's such a great community. So I want to be sure, guys, that you also don't forget, you can email me, studiosetstage@gmail.com. Again, studiosetstage@gmail.com. And of course, some of you have my older email, hearmetalk@gmail.com. So yeah, I check all of those. How many of us like have 1,000 emails, right? I'm in the boat. I'm in that boat with you also. So guys, let's talk about, got a question, one more question. About the on-camera auditions, right? And when you're submitting them, right? Like we all do. So you do your auditions, you're on camera, and you are submitting that audition, right? So today we're going to talk about how you get your best, how you get your best take, right? And many of my fellow actors, you all know, right? It can be stressful. It can be very stressful at times. Sometimes you can be up against the wall, up against a deadline, and you have to bring it, right? You really have to live someone's truth in a short amount of time and accurately, right? That's when that training comes into play. That's when that training kicks in, right? So let me tell you, for me, a lot of the times, and then sometimes I may forget this too. But like I said, these tips, they're, to talk about, your questions, your issues, but also just to remind myself of my training, to remind myself of the best practices, right? We have to continue with these best practices. So anyway, how many times, guys, have we recorded, right? We've put ourselves on tape very quickly. Right? It comes to us, we work the script very quickly, we put ourselves on tape, and we are so in a hurry, right? To submit to that casting director. We say, oh, that's great. Oh, let's go. Let's get it in. Oh, I was great. Wow. Wrong. One thing I learned this in training, you are never done, right? And it's a reason why in this business, we always say, you are never done. You are never done. You never just have the absolute best take, right? It's never like, oh, this is it. Because you can always do better. You can always deliver, right? You can always find some nuance. You can always find something that you didn't do, or something that you need to add, right? Or something that you didn't see on the paper. That's happened a lot, right? So what I do, this tutorial, I normally, yes, get my script, I work it or whatever, and I put myself on tape, just like you do. You put yourself on tape. But instead of submitting it, right? It's part of my rehearsal process. It's part of my rehearsal process to put myself on tape. Go back and watch the tape. Does that make sense to you guys? Oh, that rehearsal, right? That rehearsal on camera, on tape. So put myself on tape, I record, right? So I'm watching it over and over and over again. Most times when you go back and you actually watch what you have put on tape the first time, guilty. Normally you find all types of mistakes, things that you were not supposed to do, things that were not on the page, that you were just throwing in there randomly and wildly. casting directors don't appreciate that, right? So that's where the pro comes in against the novice, right? You can always tell a pro on camera versus a novice, right? So like I was saying, I put myself on tape and I watch it over and over again. I can't tell you how many times because it's different on each project, right? So once I've watched it over and over, just looking at what am I saying? Am I believable? You know, am I actually living this person's story for real? Do you believe Cynthia is this voodoo woman? Do you believe that Cynthia is this police officer, right? Most times, if I say no, you got to go back. You got to go back to the drawing board, right? You got to go back to the study. You got to go back to breaking the script down, right? You got to go back to the actions, right? So note to self, note to you. Don't be in such a rush to turn in those scripts. Don't be in such a rush. Yes, self-taping is amazing. You're able to be seen by everyone, right? But you want them to see your best work, right? I know I do. Yeah. You want them to see your best work, not something that you just kind of jumble together and rush through. And I get it. You know, I'm a mom. So lots of things we have that are going on, lots of different distractions, but that is no excuse, right? You can't say, oh, well, my child was crying or I had to go to my other job or whatever. This person's life that you are trusted with portraying, right? It's their real life and you should treat it as such important as they have lived it, right? They have lived this important life, whatever it is. If they're a chef, they're a cook, they're a daughter, they're a grieving father, whatever it is, right? You have been trusted to live it accurately. So your work is never done. It's just as simple as that for this Thespian Thursdays. Let me know, guys, if you like that tip, loved it, hated it, whatever, okay? Be sure to share it. Share, share, share. Again, this is Thespian Thursdays, and I'm Cynthia Mallard. And like I said, we come every week just to talk about my experience, the tips that you guys give me, many of your questions, and then things that I've been through, right? So hopefully, hoping that what I say or, you know, the things that I've been through, maybe they'll help you, right? All right. Love you guys and talk with you next week. This is Thespian Thursdays. Bye-bye.